Greetings folks, welcome back to the channel. I've had a few people ask me to do a video kind of like this, so I thought, well, February 2025, let's do it. A lot of you have asked me just how to import stuff from Japan over to other countries. I'm in Canada, so this will be specific to Canada, but it'll apply to other countries as well, like United States and whatnot. You'll have to excuse me because I'm a little bit tired this morning. Really, literally just woke up, so anyhow, we'll go through the From Japan experience here and we'll kind of try to show you what's going on here. Anyhow, this is the main page of the site, From Japan. There are other proxy services. You don't have to use From Japan. There's Bai, there's Black Ship, there's Jouse, there's a bunch of them, but From Japan is the one I use because they usually tend to give me the best discounts and all that stuff. They keep me happy, so I just stay with them. That's all I can tell you there. But we'll look for a few cassette decks here. Cassette decks. Yes, that's what we'll look for, is cassette decks. Like I said, just woke up. Real tired. Now, I've got a bunch of stuff in my watch list already that I'm probably going to try to bid on here during the course of this video, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, like I said, this is the main page, the first page you see at the site, and I want to draw your attention up to the top here. It says Mercari 10% off. Sometimes they do 5%, sometimes they do 7%, other times they do 10%, and today's a 10% day. They rotate these service discounts out. Like, one day they'll do, oh, come on here. One day they'll do Rakuten. The next day they'll do Rakuten Rakuma. And then they'll just rotate these through. Sometimes you'll even get J-Direct Items auction discounts. Like today, right there, you can see that there's a discount for that. But, yeah, today is Mercari, so we'll be focusing our efforts on Mercari today. My TC-K666ES ESJ came with a Mercari stacked discounts from this service, so I'll try to explain how this works. But before we do anything, I want to just mention that you should always go through their list of campaigns here. So we'll go to that page. As you can see here, they've got a 2,000 FJ points present campaign going. It's a draw you have to enter, and I'm already entered, but haven't won it yet. But keep going down the screen here, and or down the page, and you'll see the other active promotions they've got going on. This one's for J-Direct Items, which is the Yahoo Japan auctions. I don't know why they changed the name to J-Direct Items Auction, but they did. But this is the same thing as Yahoo Japan auctions. And you can see they've got up to 5% off with a coupon code. And this is free for anybody to use, so I'm not too worried about showing it on screen right now. But your discount limit is up to 5,000 yen, so that's $50 off. And coupon usage amount, you have to go 3,000 yen in spending in order to get this discount. So you got to watch for this kind of stuff here. There's a lot of fine print in these discounts, and sometimes they can catch you out that way. Like recently there was a Rakuten discount, and it was for a certain amount, and you had to spend a certain amount. And I tried to get some blank tapes through there, and or no, that was Rakuten Rakuma. And yeah, I didn't spend the minimum amount, and I didn't get the discount, but that's okay. Okay, the next thing we want to make sure is these disclaimers down here. This coupon is able to be used up to 99 times per customer. Not available for charge 2 payments. That's important as well, because charge 2 payments is your shipping costs. I rarely ever see them do discount codes for shipping. You pretty much have to spend enough to get through the rankings in order to get shipping discounts with this company. So we'll get into that in a second here. This coupon cannot be used with other coupons. So You can't stack coupons, but you can stack with their usual routine discounts. We'll talk about that later, but yeah, let's keep continuing down here. Okay, Rakuten coming soon. Rakuten Rakuma coming soon. These will be usually Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday discounts. You find these, but we'll keep going down here. Okay, Rakuten Rakuma also has a 500 FJ point present here, where you get points back from February 2nd, or no, February 1st to February 24th. So that's another thing you want to consider with this company is these can be used for shipping discounts, these from Japan points. So I try to get them when I can, but sometimes I only get them because I'm not paying attention. I don't know. It's really hard to keep on top of the multiple discounts they've got going on here. And today, we've got the Mercari discount. 10% off. All orders placed and paid for within the campaign period will receive discount off charge number 1. That's the actual item paying thing. Like I said, my brain's half asleep right now. That's when you pay for your order, is the charge 1 payment. And you've got the usual disclaimers here you've got to take note of. But I don't want to spend too much time on this page. So I mentioned rankings. So let's go back to the main page. And I'll go to my account here, and I'm going to have to blur some info out. Probably. Okay, here's where you find the rankings. From Japan usage status. You can find your deposit balances here. In case you don't have a credit card, you can use a PayPal to deposit money into this service to use for shopping and whatnot. But I haven't used that with this service because I've got a credit card now. I exclusively use my credit cards. And here's where you find your FJ points. I've got no points right now, so there's nothing to see there. And here's the member ranks I was talking about. Membership ranks are determined based on the total value of your purchases, and this is where I've gone crazy. So bear with me here. My rank is gold right now. And this is how you find out whether you're in line for another rank update. As you can see here, I'm about 95,581 yen from going up to Platinum, where I get a 10% shipping discount. My current rank is Gold, so I get a 5% shipping discount. But if you're green, no discount, and obviously if you're just a bottom rung on the totem pole member, you get no discount as well. So you have to go up to at least Gold in order to get a shipping discount. So that I've done. So yeah, it is what it is. And I'll show you exactly what I've got going on here in the rest of this real quick. The shopping order list is where you find your Mercari and Rakuten discount stuff. As you can see, I've got some cassette tapes in here for queued shipping. I got 10% off on this one. I believe this was Rakuten Rakuma. I'm not sure. I do so much business with these guys, it's hard to say. Actually, this might be a Mercari discount one here. But yeah, winning bids is what I've gotten through Yahoo Japan auctions. I've got some more cassettes here. You can see what I paid for them here. Final winning bid was $20 or so. And here's the Kenwood, which is just queued for shipping. I just paid the shipping charges this morning. So that'll be coming now. It's coming the slow way. For, I think, $108 is the shipping cost for this, the cassette tapes up here, and the other cassette tapes I just showed you. But let's go back to the main page and look for some stuff, shall we? Okay, say you want to take advantage of the Mercari discount here, and you want to buy some nice cassette deck or something like that. Now, I want to mention one other thing. If you subscribe to their mailing list, you get a ton of offers and stuff in through your email. And I've got them shunted off to their own folder. And one thing they've been doing is they've been sending me coupons for gold members. So I've been using those whenever I can. And we're going to try to use them today as well. But we're not actually going to buy what I'm about to search for, because what I'm searching for is going to be expensive. So let's look for a Holy Grail Nakamichi cassette deck. Why not? We're here. Let's see, what do we want today? Pretend this is for my 10,000 subscriber special, which is a long way off yet. Nakamichi CR70. That's our CR7 outside Japan. And what do we got here? We've got one Mercari listing. We're going to try that one probably. And that looks like it's the only one, maybe. There's an LX3 down here. I'm not really that interested in that model. What is this? Is this a CR70? Yes, it is. They want $2,000 for it. I've seen this seller before. Often his prices are kind of high, so I don't see any other ones here. So let's go to this Mercari one. Okay, and this is something we need to talk about as well. They don't support Mercari auction listings yet, so you have to be careful with this. Aside from being careful with all the other stuff you buy from this. Like, there's a language barrier here, and sometimes stuff gets lost in the translation, and you might be bidding on a repair service for a cassette deck and not an actual cassette deck. So it's up to you to do your due diligence on that. So right now we're looking at a CR70. Looks like this one's refurbished. And they want $23.30.64 for it. But this is a discount from before. You can see the original price right there is 260,000 yen, so $2,600. So they're giving you the Mercari discount on this price, so you get down to a 234,000 yen with the discount. But I've got stacking discounts I can use on this, so we're going to try those real quick. Now, coming down to the description, we've got select language. We're going to go English. And this will tell you all about the... This is basically a Google translation of the actual listing, and if you hover over, you can see the original text. Okay, what do we got here? Manufacturer maintenance item, Nakamichi CR70. It has just returned from maintenance by the official specialist manufacturer, MA Service, in December 2024, so it should be thoroughly and completely working. But is it? Good question. Since it is manufacturer maintenance, you can use it with confidence in the future. We guarantee operation for 30 days from receipt, which is no good for us using a proxy service because A, it might take that long just for the deck to get here. And B, how would you take advantage of this warranty otherwise if you're in another country? Okay, please note that manufacturer repairs will take about 20 days. The effective azimuth adjustment is tremendous and clearly visible. Okay, whatever that means. We have also confirmed operation with a wireless remote, but the remote is not included. They never are for some reason. If you wish, you can send us a learning remote, and we will teach it to you. I'm assuming that means they'll program it. If you send it first, we can also ship it together. Maintenance contents. Reel motor replacement. Okay. It's a Sankyo transport, so I can see why they would want to do that. Capstan belt replacement. Probably didn't need to be done. Back tension belt replacement. Probably would have needed to be done. Replacement of lithium battery with socket. That's a good thing because this is an auto-calibrating deck and you want the auto-calibration working. Azimuth adjustment mechanism disassembly and cleaning. Each adjustment maintenance statement and a copy of instruction manual will be attached. That's good. Seems like a good seller, but high price. But let's just pretend we're going to buy it. And I'm going to go over to my email real quick, and I'm going to get my discount code for gold membership, and we'll see what happens with that. I'm probably going to blur this out, because I might get in trouble if I share it. Okay, I've got my gold discount code in my clipboard here, and we're just going to see what happens. Okay, so this is the checkout screen for Mercari. Shopping cart, as it were. And you can see the odor total. Yes, it does smell. It smells like way too expensive. $23.30.64, and we're going to proceed to checkout here. And we're about to see the area where you apply your credit cards, and you can see my credit cards there, or rather you can't because I'm blurring it out. And we're just going to go credit card, and we're going to enter the coupon code, and we're going to see what this ends up being. Okay, so with this code we get 5% off item price, maximum discount amount 22,000 yen, so that's only 20 bucks. Single use for orders over 40,000 yen. And there is a time limit on when you can use this, so didn't really take down the amount too much. So we're down to 23.10.72, but I'm not going to hit the place order button on this because I do not want to pay for this thing right now. I've got way too many other obligations to cover right now, so we're going to get out of this, and we're going to go look for the stuff I actually want. Okay, so this here is my watch list. The stuff I'm currently working on, possibly trying to get. First we have the Yamaha K2000, which this video might be about, because look at this, 0 bids, 1,000 yen. But we're going to have to go over to this listing real quick, because there's some big red flags on that deck, so we'll talk about that in a second, but we'll go through the rest of my list here. There's 23 hours, 38 minutes left on that auction. And next one down here is a Technics RS-M95 I've been watching. It's up to 160 bucks bidding right now, 12 bids, so this is going to go high. There's no way you're getting this deck cheap. 1 day, 23 hours, 27 minutes, so there's plenty of time for someone else to come in and look at this one and decide they want it. We'll just go to the listing here real quick. And yes, this is a junk listing, which means it hasn't been tested. It doesn't mean it's a total piece of flaming garbage. It just means it has not been tested. This is where I get most of my deals from, is these junk listings, because if they've been tested, then people bid more for them. That's all I can tell you there. And this deck looks to be in really nice shape. I think I could do something with this if it weren't going to be probably going for over 500 bucks. But, yeah, that's that deck. The next one I've been looking at is a Pioneer T858. This is RCT 950 something, I don't know. It's got some attention on it. I'm not exactly sure which model this is in North America, but I know I researched it before, and it's one of those models with 210 kilohertz high bias. We'll put it that way. This one has a problem with the recording amplifier, and I was kind of thinking about trying to grab it because I haven't done anything with this reference master mechanism yet. But it's got 2 days, 26 minutes, and it's already up to 39 bucks with bidding. So it's going to go for money. We'll take a look at it here real quick. We have confirmed that the power is turned on, the backlight inside the tray is lit, and the display is displayed. Okay, we have confirmed the cassette tray can be opened and closed. We have confirmed that the tape can be run and playback works. Okay, so yes, this will go for money. We have confirmed that the recording function is unstable and the volume may decrease when recording. Cause unknown. Playback sound audible, no noticeable hum or noise detected. Yeah, that's going to go for money. So I'm probably not going to end up with that one. Then the next one is a Marantz SD66SE. I've been thinking about this one. I almost bought this one instead of the TC-K222 It's just the price is a little high on this one. We'll go to the listing here. See, it's $298, and there is a 5% auction discount, but that doesn't really add up to much on this deck. It's not much of a discount. Okay, this is a Marantz stereo cassette deck. Because it was inherited, details such as the exact age and original condition are unknown, so it's an inheritance. Stored at home for a long time. Signs of aging, small scratches, dirt. Playback, rewind, fast forward works. Okay, so that's probably why they're asking so much for it. And it looks like there are no buttons missing from this one, which is why I was sorely tempted to get it. This is a special edition of the SD60, I do believe. We'll go to the original listing. And it's important that you do this as well. We're not using BIE, so get rid of that. This is how you can zoom in to look at the condition a little better, because you can't do that through FromJapan. You have to go to the original listing to look at the condition. So yeah, I would be happy with this deck if it weren't $300, but it is $300. And one thing I like to do on these original listings pages is I like to go to page source, and I like to go down. Let's see here. We got to go down to here, and this is where all the images are, so you can get them full screen this way. And zoom in. You've got to watch it with these Marantz decks. Sometimes these buttons are missing. And I don't really like the idea of buying Marantz with buttons missing, because I barely like Marantz to begin with. But this is not the one we're bidding on. We're bidding on the K2000, so we're going to have to really dig into the original listing on this one to see what it's like. Okay, we've got buttons missing already, I can tell that. Let's go to the original item, and we'll go to page source, because I want the original pictures. I want all of them. We'll just click through them one by one here. Okay, this is the main image here. Okay, there's a 1 with a label, or a label with a 1 on it over here. So I'm going to say this probably came from a professional recording environment, possibly a recording studio, maybe not. I see no lights in the VU meter in this shot, but there are lights in the tape counter, so I don't know. There could be something with the refresh rate of the camera not picking up all the lights here. They may be working, they may not be working, I don't know. What I do know is if I buy this, I'll have yet another Yamaha that's missing button caps. So, fortunately, it appears that there are other Yamaha models that use the same button caps, so I might be able to find a parts deck for this. Okay, other things I can notice in this picture. Well, all the knobs are here, that's good. The record level control is discolored, but not too bad. So maybe this was stored in sunlight. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but let's go to the next image. Okay, yes, so this segment is now lit up in the counter. So that's good news. Obviously, it's not ideal that the button caps are missing again, but this probably can still be operated as is. Okay, we'll go to next picture. Okay, now we've got a right channel VU meter in the infinity section, but nothing in the left channel. I would expect to see both meters lit up, so there might be a problem there. We'll go to the item description in a minute or 5 here. Don't worry. Okay, here's the scratches they were talking about. Or they're probably going to be talking about. I'm getting my listings confused. Don't mind me. Corrosion on the screws. You want to watch for that as well. There's probably going to be corrosion on the heads as well. That's probably one reason why this deck is not getting bidder attention right now, but I'm crazy enough to go for it. Back panel. Nothing untoward here. Possible corrosion on the line in and line out jacks. Obviously no remote. Power cord's got a little corrosion on it. That's the thing about Japan. And oh yes, there is corrosion on the line in and line out RCA jacks. And on this screw over here. Japan is a very humid country, guys. You have to watch the corrosion. If there's corrosion to this level, what's it going to be like on the inside? And I'm noticing this label. I don't know what this is. 129.83. This is probably a store, though. So let's close out the original listing and we'll go to the translated item description here, shall we? Okay, seller is up here. It says personal. Oh, I don't see any positive and negative ratings. Let's go back to the original page here. What does it say for this? Ooh, this is a risky one. Seller's got no feedback. Do I really want this? Maybe yes, but it's going to affect how much I bid on it. For sure. This is why nobody's bidding on it. A, the condition issues, and B, there's no feedback from the seller. Okay, let's come down here. Okay. 0 current bids. Item condition others. Quantity 1. Seller type personal. Item location. It's not translating that. Let me get my phone out and I'll translate that. I would like to know where it is. And the verdict is Shizuoka Prefecture. I don't know where that is. I'll have to look it up later. Okay, please be sure to check the description before bidding. Thank you for viewing. We will carefully pack and ship promptly. Thank you, please. Also see the self-introduction column for details. Now, what can we determine from this? Yamaha Cassette Deck, K2000 Stereo Cassette Deck, Audio Equipment, Power OK, used current item operation unconfirmed. Oh boy, unconfirmed. We love that word, because it means we can possibly get stuff cheaper. All items shown in the photo are included. Please look at the photos carefully before bidding. Please note the following points before bidding. Power OK, operation unconfirmed. D rank. This tells me it's a store. It's not a personal listing. It is a store. That's the only time I see these rankings. Please note that we cannot guarantee the quality of alcoholic beverages, whether they are opened or unopened. This is not an alcoholic beverage, but sometimes FromJapan will flag sentences like this and tell you, detected alcohol. Please be sure that this item is okay for bidding on before bidding on, because they cannot ship alcohol everywhere. But this is a tape deck. We know it's a tape deck. We cannot guarantee the operation of products that have not been confirmed to work or have only been confirmed to be powered. That's fine. I gamble on these kinds of things, so I takes what I gets. Personal storage, please be aware. Okay, so maybe this is a personal deck that they are now selling off. Please be aware of this in advance. We take photos of products as close to the actual product as possible, but there may be slight differences in color, etc. Degree chart, S rank, unused or like new. Obviously that's not this deck. A rank, nearly unused. B rank, some scratches but very clean. C rank, small to medium scratches, signs of dirt, use, etc. D rank, small to large scratches, noticeable dirt. E rank, junk product that is almost unusable in its current state. And we've got D rank here, so that's scratches with dirt. So we can ignore this stuff here, these payment details, because FromJapan does that themselves. They handle everything with that. but they do pass on all shipping costs to you, so be warned. So you got to watch for these shipping details as well. We will ship this item in size 140 from Fukuri City, Shizuoka Prefecture. I'm sorry, I'm probably mangling that. Delivery will be Sagawa Express. Yes, this is definitely a store, I can tell. If the item is up to blah 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 thick and weighs blah blah blah, we can also ship blah blah blah. Irrelevant to this listing. Pickup directly is welcome, and sometimes From Japan will flag this as well. Sometimes these will make From Japan think it's a pickup only item, so be careful with that. If From Japan flags it, go through the listings real carefully, make sure it's in fact able to be shipped before bidding. That's all I can tell you there. And go through the whole listing. That's all I can tell you. This is a used item, so please refrain from bidding if you are nervous or looking for something perfect. I'm not doing that, because I like big discounts and I cannot lie. As this is an amateur judgment, there may be scratches, dents that have been overlooked. Obviously, if it doesn't run, there's something that's going to be overlooked. And that's basically all I can tell you with this type of service. I am going to be bidding on this, I think. I think I'm probably going to be going for $100 on this, no more, no less. We'll see what happens, but I will bid off camera. That's what I'm going to do right now, is I'm going to bid off camera, and then if I get it, we'll pick back up with the shipping side of this video, and we'll proceed on from there. If I don't get it, we'll look for something else. How's about that? Okay, folks, so I got an update for you. I bought a tape deck. It is not, unfortunately, the K1 or the K2000. No, what happened with that deck was my max bid was a little too low on it. The winning bid was one bid over my max bid, and I couldn't go back in and change it because after I bid, From Japan flagged the seller as being unreliable, and they wouldn't let me bid again. But that's fine. I'm kind of glad they did that, so I didn't have to risk too much money on that deck. But hopefully whoever got it got themselves a real good deck, because I just don't know about that seller. He had other tape decks. I think he had a Denon, but who knows how anything of his auctions are going to turn out. I guess whoever wins them will find out the hard way, I guess. Anyhow, just a little update on some of the other decks that were in my wish list. I'll give you a nice look at the mountains here while we're talking. God, I can't wait to get back to the mountains. That's coming in May. I'm going back there. Waterton and Banff in one trip. Hopefully I can afford it after this, but that's besides the point. We're talking about tape decks right now, not mountains, even though I love that particular mountain. Anyhow, you'll remember there was a Pioneer T858 in the auctions. That was the next one I tried for, actually. It's the same as our CT979, except it's kind of a special version in Japan. They got a copper chassis, or copper-plated chassis in Japan, and they didn't get that over here. There might be other modifications, but that model is still on my radar. I'm still going to maybe try for one. It's just that deck ended up going for $275, and I was only a bidder up to about $235 on that one, because I thought if I go for a penny more than $235, well, I might as well just go for that Marantz at that point, because the Marantz is very poorly documented. So I decided to cap my limit at $235 on the Pioneer, and I didn't get it. So the next one is the Technics RSM95. I told you that thing was going to go for money, and it did. It went for over $1,000, so obviously I didn't get that one. Maybe I'll do that model someday, but that day is not this day. So what did I get? Well, I've already mentioned it. I got the Marantz SD66SE, which is a special version of their SD60, aka SD72. So I hope it's as good as people say it is. I don't know. I'm not a fan of the looks, but It looks like it's in great shape. There's no buttons at all missing. I don't know if it comes with a remote. It probably does not, but we'll see when it gets here. I don't care about remotes. But you'll remember that there were a couple of FromJapan discount codes I was thinking of trying. One was the 5% off the auction listings promo code, and that's the one I tried. I went in and I looked at my gold member coupon codes, and those were sort of capped a little bit lower than the 5% promo code. So I tried the 5% promo code, and I'm happy to report that even days after the promo code expired, they still gave it to me. So apparently the promo code is good as long as you get it in before their deadline. It doesn't matter if the auction's winning at that time. They just want you to get the promo code in the system before you bid, basically. So, yes, we've got ourselves a very extremely rare Marantz cassette deck coming. And it's my first Marantz and possibly my last because Marantz has a badge tax on it, like Nakamichi. And you might be wondering what a badge tax is. Well, that's when people see the nameplate on a particular cassette deck and decide, hey, this is worth an extra $100. Spoilers, no it's not. Unfortunately, this was the only way to get this deck is by paying $285 for it, so yeah, I'm the only one crazy enough to do it, I guess. So let's see, this is the winning bids section. There is a way to get to the actual oh, I should mention about this too. These little logos here. The box with an X is awaiting arrival, not yet received, because I literally just won the auction 10 minutes ago. And you can see arrives, currently stored in FJ warehouse, product protection plan, specialized packing, and prohibited items. Normally, if any of these are going to pop up, it's not going to be until the deck actually gets to the FromJapan warehouse. So, not too worried about this right now, but we've got the product protection plan and the awaiting arrival thing. I've never had to use the protection plan on any of their auctions whatsoever. Even when they don't flag them as fragile, they still pack them well enough that I get things in exactly the same shape as I won them in. So hopefully this thing gets to me with all its buttons intact, because they're known for dropping buttons like Yamaha's. So I guess we'll see, because that will be in this video. I'm going to hold off on the rest of this video until the Marantz gets here and we can check it out and see what's wrong with it. So that's the way that's going to work. Okay, folks, we're just about to get the shipping set up for this little endeavor of mine, and it occurs to me that I need to get back into the member rank system and correct some information I gave you earlier. There actually is a benefit to going up to green level. You do get a 3% off international shipping fees with green, so there is a benefit there, so keep that in mind. Be nice to be able to get up to black level, but look what it takes to get you there. Annual charge one total of over 5 million yen, or 50,000 US dollars. Yeah, that's not going to happen, but this adds concierge service, so I guess that's a nice perk to have if you spend that much money with them, but pretty much guaranteed I'll never get to that point. But should mention the bidding limits as well. Come down here. This is what your limits are for the various levels. If you're a regular member, you get 100,000 yen per auction, and that's it. 50 bids per day, and 50 bids per day is for everything, but that's neither here nor there. Green gets you 300,000 yen per auction and 300 grand per month, and gold drops the limit per month, and you get still the 300,000 per auction, but it's only black level where you get over 300,000 yen, so there is that. Anyhow, we need to get into the shipping part of this and show you what that looks like. So we are ready for charge 2, in other words. Let's go do that. Alright folks, this is the charge 2 page. You get to it by going up to this little bar up top here and clicking the icon with the box that has the 3 above it. That's 3 items I'm getting shipped with this one. And yeah, you can see here I've pretty much confirmed that I'm a weirdo, because I've got not only the deck, but I found the special edition brochure for this whole series, which has a CD player and an amplifier in it as well. I think there might be more to it than that, but we'll see when it gets here. And I did decide to go ahead and get the remote, and you'll see that on the side with the remote here, it's banned from DHL for some reason. I don't know why. It should not be banned, but sometimes this happens, so can't ship this via DHL, I guess. So we'll have to keep that in mind. Now I'm going to combine all these together, and there's probably going to be extra shipping charges now because of this. Even though both the brochure and, well, maybe the brochure didn't come via Mercari. The remote did, I know that for sure. The remote had free shipping on it. It was $30 for each of these 2 auctions, by the way. Well, not auctions, the remote's Mercari, but whatever the special edition brochure is, I don't know if there's going to be a free shipping charge on that. So we'll break all that stuff down when all this stuff gets here. But for now, I'm going to go select all. I'm going to scroll down, select my shipping address, and then send my instructions to get the things all packed. And I should mention that the brochure and the remote do not have fragile mark next to them. So that means I could have each of these shipped independently right now, and I would instantly get my charge to right now and my shipping costs. But because the deck is marked fragile, they have to repack everything, and there will be extra charges and stuff, so that's what that is. Okay, so this is the shipping instructions page. As it says up top, your charge 2 will be available after packing has been completed. Like I said before, this is because the deck is marked as fragile. They have to repack everything. So what am I going to do to set this up? Well, I'm going to set it up for Japan Post Surface, the slow way. This doesn't mean that I cannot ship this stuff the fast way. It just means I'm instructing packing to do the slow way. But they will give me options for FedEx and UPS and whatnot also. That's usually the way it works. So we're going to go Surface, and I'm going to go Next, and then I'll get back to you once we've got the actual Charge 2 charges ready. Okay, and here we go. Thank you very much. We have confirmed your shipping instructions. Charge 2 will be available once the items have been packed. Please complete the Charge 2 payment within 30 days of receiving the notification email. And that's another thing I should mention is they can store your stuff at their warehouse for a certain amount of time. It's 45 days. If you go beyond 45 days, they trash it. So it's on you to get your shipping arranged within 45 days, or you just lose the items you just bought. And you don't get your money back either, so keep that in mind. Okay, we're just going to wait for our Charge 2 to be available, and I'll go through the options with you, and we'll see what everything costs. Alright guys, shall we see what we got here for shipping charges? Alright, here we are. The items below are ready to ship. Please make sure you complete the Charge 2 payment for the shipment within 30 days of receiving our notification. Otherwise, they'll throw it out on you. So I am ready to go, I think. We'll see what this costs. Okay, here's our charges, and I'm not seeing very low shipping costs on this one. I figured that was going to be the case. Okay, we've got FedEx International. 18,000 yen. That's about 175 bucks or so. UPS is even more money this time. So yes, it looks like this one's going to have to go the slow way. I can't justify anything else on this one. You can see the charges over here on your right side of the screen here. got a 1,500 yen handling fee. Domestic shipping within Japan, that's 2,340 yen. Of course, we have to pay that cost, or I have to pay that cost. And that's about all there is to it. So my final amount for this shipment is $138 if I go this way. And I probably will have to, because everything else here is just more money than I want to spend right now. Look how expensive airmail is. Good grief. But, yes, I think this one's going to have to come surface, which means the slow way, which means I gotta wait for 2 months to finish this particular video. I guess that's fine. We'll do it. I guess I'll see you guys in a couple months then. Okay, folks, as you can see, the deck is now here, and I wish I could convey words enough to describe how heavy this thing is. No wonder it cost a lot to ship, because it feels like these two side panels are just solid metal. And so's the top panel, it seems like. But now that it's here, we're just going to, I guess, take a look at it and see what kind of shape it's in and examine all the quirks and features and whatnot. As you can see, I've got the remote for it here. Well, this isn't the actual remote for it. This is for the SD60, but it'll work because the SD60 and SD72 are basically the same deck. And there are models from Philips and Revox that are the same deck as well, but we won't get into those. This model dates from 1990. I might be repeating myself because I don't know exactly what I said in the other segments, which were a little over 2 months ago, but whatever. But yes, this is the special edition of the SD60 right here. So we'll take a look at this brochure first, because it's got all the special edition components in it. And the brochure's in fantastic shape. Whoever had this last shipped it in 2 separate envelopes with cardboard in between. So they wanted it to get to be in good shape, and it is in good shape. So very nice stuff it looks like, but all of this stuff is exclusive to Japan only. You have to import these from Japan, otherwise you're not getting them. Real nice stuff here. This amplifier intrigues me. Apparently it can be switched into pure Class A or Class AB. So I'm kind of interested in possibly getting one of those, but possibly not. It's more the cassette deck I'm interested in. And here's the special CD player that goes with the set. And of course, the last page is going to be the cassette deck. And there it is right there. But we're here to look at the cassette deck, not read a brochure, aren't we? All right, let's see what kind of shape the deck is in. There's a few scratches and scuffs and dings and dents. These corners are kind of worn away. There's some residue of something on the top panel. Hopefully that'll clean up. No buttons missing from the front panel. That's a good thing, because some of the SD60s I was looking at had a bunch of these missing, but not this one. Everything's here on this one, which is good because it cost enough. And we'll do a cost breakdown at the end of the video, I guess, to just round things out. I don't know what this deck needs, if it needs anything, but we'll find out. Let's take a look inside the cassette door, if we can see anything. Those heads look pretty good, actually. Pinch roller's not so good. Closed loop double capstan. I believe this is an Alps transport, just like the NAD I worked on not too long ago, but a better version of that transport, I would hope, because I wasn't that fond of that transport. So we'll just turn it around here. More scuffs over here, and we've got some kind of covers over the screws. I'll be taking those out momentarily, so why don't I just go ahead and pop these out now. We want to see the deck on the inside. We'll see what makes it so special later. Go around to the back panel. And look at all this stuff here. Output, variable or fixed. 3 different inputs, line, auxiliary, and CD, all gold-plated. Remote control in and out. Remote, external and internal. We'll go internal because we've got the IR remote right here. And I want to see if it works. Let's see if I can put her up on her side here. And this is one of the things that makes it special. Copper-plated chassis. Much like the GXZ 9100. So I like that. I don't think it does much for the signal, but I like that nonetheless. Okay, so we're gonna fire it up here and see what works. Man, this thing's so heavy it just about tilted my table over. So let me get power to it. Power has gotten to it, and I will plug in audio here. I will use the variable output. Test receiver is online. Test tape is in hand. I still haven't been able to re-record this yet after it got eaten, but whatever. Okay, so shall we see what lights up and what doesn't light up and what works and what doesn't work? I'm gonna say I'm not thrilled about the cosmetics of this particular machine, but I'm not dissatisfied with it. It's kind of an acquired taste, I guess. I don't know. Let me get some batteries in the remote. I want to see if the remote works. Let's see here. These batteries might be dead, and this spring is kind of crooked. Do something about that another time. Okay, remote has batteries. Let's see, does anything over here work? Let's see, what buttons can I hit in order to see if anything works? Oh, counter button. I do see the dot going in and out. So the remote must work. I don't know what all these buttons do, but whatever. Let's turn off the MPX filter. Okay, we'll eject. No capstan action just yet, but okay, cassette in. Anti-record. I gotta say, I don't like this window at all. This is useless. And there's no light in there either, so way to drop the ball on that, Marantz. So, since this tape's already been eaten, I don't care about whether or not it's gonna hold up or not. Let's hit play on the remote and see what happens. This deck is supposed to work, I think. And it sure does work. Fast forward. Rewind. Okay, we got a working tape deck here. No tape being eaten. So, how's about we get inside there and see what's on the inside? Okay, folks, I'm inside the deck now, and these side panels are insanely heavy. They're like 10 pounds or something like that. And the top cover is no better. This is seriously thick metal. It's like 3 millimeters thick or so. Ridiculous. So they were definitely going for the heavier is better crowd on this particular model. And as for the deck itself, well, we'll get to that in a second. Check out these screws though. They're all copper, it looks like. Never seen that before. Anyhow, I'm the first guy to get into this deck. Reason I know that is every screw was seriously tight. But this is the insides. This is the other thing that makes it special. You only get this toroidal power transformer in this model. The SD60 and SD72, the Revox, the Philips models, they don't get that. Only this deck gets that. So, very nice. And I'm taking a look at the capacitors, and I see a couple of special ones down here, but oh, this deck is much easier to move around now, I'll tell you what. Okay, that's Elna, 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 and I bet these two are Elna as well, so those are gonna go bye-bye. And yes, that looks like a 2-motor Alps transport right there. Just gonna take a look at the belts real quick. I don't know if you can see them. They look all right. Might need a little work, but not too bad. And look at this. Cheap motor here. Capstan motor. If I like this deck enough, it might get one of these special motors. Because I don't know about keeping that one. Okay, what else we got in here? We got fancy red capacitors I've never seen before. Let's see if I can find one for you. Those two right there. Trying to get a look at them to see what they are. I'm going to have to turn it around here to find that out. Never seen those capacitors before, and I'm curious. Let's see if I can get a good look here. Yeah, I still can't tell. I gotta take my glasses off and have a look-see. They're Elna, so I'm probably not going to want to keep them. However, this is a 1990 model, so they're probably not bad yet. So might keep them around for a while, just to run the deck for a while. But for the most part, if it had a better transport, I'd be happier with it. But it doesn't. But who knows? I'm told that these are kind of sleeper decks, so maybe it's not such a bad thing to have the Alps transport if it sounds good. I'm taking a look at the Dolby ICs. They're CX-2187. That's not bad. Let's see what else we got in here. I've heard there's at least one noisy 4066 chip in here that I'm probably going to want to swap out. But there are some modifications that can be done to this one, like replacing the 4066 wherever the heck it is with a relay. So I'm probably going to be doing that. I might not be. We'll see how I like the deck as it is first. Not every deck needs to be modified, I don't think. And I'm just looking at this transport again. It does seem to be better constructed than most of the Alps transports. Like, it's way better than the one that's in the NAD deck, I think. But who knows? I'll have to get into it in order to see how much I really like it, or what's really different. But yes, that's our Marantz special edition of the SD60. So I don't know if I'm going to be doing much of this anytime soon, or much with this anytime soon, because, well, it doesn't really need anything right now, does it? I suppose it could use a good head cleaning and such, but, well, maybe those pinch rollers need to go. So we'll probably do a basic transport service on this as time goes by. Don't ask me when, because I don't know the answer to that yet. Okay, here's my cost breakdown on this beast. So, I think I've got everything I need here to do this. Not sure I like the numbers that are on here, but whatever. It is what it is. Okay, charge one, product one. Product one is the deck itself. And item price 30,000 yen. Total 28,500 yen, because there was a coupon discount of 1,500 yen. Probably one of my gold member discount coupon codes that they send out once in a while. So charge one total was 28,500 yen, or 285.57 Canadian dollars. So just a hair's distance away from 300 bucks is what I paid for this thing. Product 2 is the remote, apparently. RC60SD. Charge 1, 3,222 yen for item price. There's another discount, so 3,061 yen, minus 161 yen for the discount. That would have been another coupon code, probably for their blog coupon that they sometimes do. So charge one total was 3,061 yen for the remote, or $30.74. Product 3 is the brochure, and I'm going to have to go to the next page for that. Now I'll block off the final costs here so we can all be shocked together. Okay, 2,700 yen for the brochure. No discount because I used up all the discounts on the deck and the remote. So 2,700 yen, or $27.11. Now charge 2 is the shipping costs, and I did a breakdown like this for the NAC ZX9 as well, but I decided to take all that footage out of the final video because I didn't like looking at those numbers for very long. But anyhow, charge 2, domestic shipping within Japan. That's the cost of all three of these items to come to their From Japan warehouse. 2340 yen. Commission fee, 1,500 yen. That's their From Japan cost for doing all the stuff they're doing for us. International shipping was 9,785 yen. So that would be to ship the slow way through Japan Post and Canada Post. So that amount comes out to just under 100 bucks Canadian or so. But the total is 13,625 yen. Used no From Japan points because I don't think I had any at the time. Charge 2 total 13,625 yen, or $138.43. Just like it said in the previous segment we did. Okay, so deck $285.57, remote $30.74, catalog $27.11, charge 2 $138.43, duty and tax, which is something I literally paid a couple of days ago online, is $46.63, and the grand total of what I paid for this special edition cassette deck is $528.46, which, yes, that is high, especially for a Marantz. I'm just not a Marantz guy, but I will say that the deck does look good in its own way. The styling is going to be very polarizing on this one. That's all I can say about it. But in terms of Marantz, I have no plans on adding any more Marantz tape decks to my collection because they're usually overpriced for what they are. And the decks I tend to like from Marantz are the direct drive ones from the 80s, and some of the earlier ones from the 70s, like the real heavy metal ones, like 12 Volt Vids did a couple of videos on those older models recently. Kind of got the wheels turning, but not enough for me to want to go out and seek to buy one. The SD-9000 I'm sure costs a fortune when you can find it, but that's okay. I don't find Marantz appealing as a company enough to go for those anytime soon, if I go for them at all. So I guess that's going to be it for today, guys. I've got an Akai that I'm bidding on right now. I decided to go for yet another one of those BLM 310 models. That capstan motor design, kind of like the GXZ9100. It's not the GXZ9100 or any of its variants, because I have been so happy with the one I have that I just don't care for finding any others. But I do have another Akai being bid on, and I just wanted to get a little more practice with those decks before I start doing this for other people, because I can see myself doing a lot of Akai decks. And no, it's not another GXR88. I'm committed to trying to get to the end of the line on my GXR88 before I decide whether or not I'm going to get another one of those. I have to be absolutely sure that with modern parts I'm going to be able to service one of those. Otherwise, there's no point buying another one. So probably going to get started on the Technics RSM88 as soon as I get back from vacation. I'm literally shooting this segment the day before my vacation. So I'll see you in the next video. Take care.